Good morning. Happy day 11. All right. Give you a few moments to get settled. All right. So we're seated again, just nice and comfortable, always making yourself comfortable. So elevate if you need to. And today we're going to start with one hand at your heart space and one hand at your lower belly. All right. And we're just going to let those shoulders drop and relax. Let that chest lift underneath that hand. Feel into your sits bones on the surface that you're sitting on. Draw up through that spine. You can close the eyes down if that feels good for you, and you can bring that focus gently to your third eye space. And just without changing one thing, just begin to connect to your breath, coming gently in through your nose and gently out through your nose if you can. I noticed I was a little stuffy this morning. Beautiful. Just beginning to play with this idea of sending your breath first deeply into your belly. So see if you can feel that slight rise of your hand as you start your inhale. And then see if you can start to feel the slight rise of the top hand at your heart space as that inhale completes, right? So it's this idea that our breath goes low. We feel our belly rise gently, and then we feel the hand under our heart gently rise. Maybe no forcing, just sense into what you're feeling and stay with that. Now, just relax a little bit of that mind effort here and let your body just take over. And stay with what's happening for you. Calling your energy back right into this moment. Everything coming right back here. Nothing for you to do, nowhere for you to go. Just be right here. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and move into those cat-cows today. And as an extension of what we've been sort of thinking about, and again, I want you to go into this and have the experience that you're meant to and that you're having. And so, go with that always. But if any of these things help, you can use them as a little thread. Today, to think about when we lose our focus or when, we're trying something new and it's maybe a little bit hard and your brain starts doing all the things that your brain does, right? When you find you've done that, rather than like, oh, dang it, shoot, I did it, to instead reframe it as an opportunity to remember, right? And it's this beautiful remembrance that you are truly this divine spark, this soul, however you like to think about it, but you're in a human body with a nervous system. And therefore, you will have protective behaviors. You will have, programs that you run. And so just knowing that and knowing it's okay. And so reframe it as a little bit of a celebration. You're like, I forgot for just a second, but you know what? Coming back to my alignment. Okay, so let's go to our cat-cows. And we're going to move here like we have been doing. Feel into that central channel. Really today, drawing yourself into your body, into this experience and into this center line. Okay? All right, so those hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath hips. You're going to gently inhale, let your belly drop. Find your range of motion, drawing up lightly from the pelvic floor, finding that third eye focus. Inhaling and exhaling. Drawing yourself back into the body, drawing yourself to that center line. Relaxing the jaw. We're going to move for about 20 more seconds here. So you know what to do. If a little more speed feels good to you, just stay with yourself, stay with your body, stay with this experience. We're going to take a final inhale into cow, jaw up from the pelvic floor, pull back at your belly button, extend that neck, find that third eye focus, hold. Exhale back into rock pose. So just let those hands rest on your thighs, wherever is comfortable, draw up. Let those shoulders relax. Head is nice and level, jaw relaxes, breathe. Breathe into that center line of truth. Beautiful. All right, we're going to do those spinal flexes and, be in this experience like it's the first time. All right, you're going to draw up from the pelvic floor. Okay, you're going to let those shoulders rock back as you inhale, and you're going to let them rock forward as you exhale. Be with this heart space, all right? Feel into this. And if and when you lose your focus, call it back to the central line. Maybe you smile a little because you remember, I remember who I am. I'm right here, okay? All right. And then it's an opportunity to remember, not a point of shame or you messed up, right? Okay. Draw up through the pelvic floor, find that third eye focus. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. See if you can find almost this beautiful rhythmic dance with your body, right? And it's yours. Feel into it. It doesn't matter how it looks. What matters is how it feels. Inhale and exhale. Feel into the artistry of your energy. Feel into this movement. Always noticing what thoughts, what emotions want to come through for you, and then come back to that movement. Come back to that sensation. Be in the effort. Find the relaxation as you work, as you bring your intention. Stay with it. Almost there. About 10 more seconds. Take a final inhale. You're going to hold, lift. Everything lifts up that central channel. Squeeze. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Let those hands slide forward again. Let those shoulders drop. Be in your heart space. Breathe. Sense. Reframing our moments of humanity, of forgetfulness, of misalignment, of impatience, of exhaustion, of stress, of fear. Reframing those not as mistakes or imperfections, but meeting those lovingly with that truth of you, that truth in your heart that says, that's not who you are, that's your nervous system, right? All right, so we're gonna come to our seated position and we're gonna go into the kriya today. And my hope for you is you have just this beautiful, lovely experience of that inner truth. And, again, when and if we lose alignment, if today we're exhausted, if today there's lots going on, this is the moment where we're calling ourselves back to what's true, and we have a moment of stillness and we say, this is me in alignment. This is who I am, right? All right, so we're gonna go for 3 minutes today. And I'm gonna just really let you go into it, encourage you to just go and find that center line. All right, so placing those fingers, thumbs are connected, setting that right down there in that pelvic bowl space, your nice strong foundation, right? We know this, okay. Drawing up from the pelvic floor, set your foundation, draw back at the belly button, strong, all right? Anytime you need to ground yourself in this 3 minutes, keep coming back here, check it. Am I strong? Am I pulling up, right? Okay, find that third eye focus, drop those shoulders, relax that jaw. God and me and God are one. 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 God and me me and God are one. God and 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 me and God are one. Take a final inhale here. Hold at the top for just a moment and then exhale it all out. Release, shake out whatever you need to. Shake, shake, shake. Beautiful. All right. Bringing those hands into Kiya Mudra. Again, drawing it nice and tall. You're going to set those hands at your knees. Okay. This is the one you're going to take that full, complete inhale. Full, complete exhale. Hold the exhale out and then rhythmic belly button pumping. All right. With the idea that that's your fire, your energy center. You can use it to digest. You can use it to energize. And we're going to send that energy up and into this open heart space. All right. To support the heart. Okay. Also digestive. So it's still very grounding. All right. Be with yourself. Be with the movement. Go inward. Keep calling yourself back. All right. Third eye focus if that's for you. Taking your full, complete inhale. Let that rib cage expand. As you exhale, keep that lifted rib cage. The idea of that big open heart space. At the bottom of your exhale, holding it out. And then drawing that belly button back towards your spine. Rhythmic belly button pump. And then taking your next inhale when you need to. Almost there. Stay with yourself. bringing that beautiful, pure, healthy energy into the heart. Take a final inhale, hold, and release. Beautiful. Excellent work. All right. We're taking that left hand behind the back, opening through that left space in the chest, all right, where the actual organ of the heart sits. We talk about our heart chakra, right? And it's this whole area, right? And your energy extends out from you, but your organ of the heart, right, sits more on the left side. So we're opening up that space to really support the actual organ, right? Let those shoulders be as relaxed as they can. Protect the shoulder. Don't pull too hard. That left hand is reaching for the right shoulder blade, but again, don't overdo. All right, right hand is in Gyan Mudra, just like before. You're going to inhale fully, exhale fully at the bottom. Hold the exhale out. Draw everything up your spine, right? If you could squeeze that energy up with the pelvic floor and with that belly button. All right, here we go, your pace. Find your effort, find your ease. Everything is a beautiful opportunity. Reframe, reframe. Relax that jaw. Find the ease as you work. Beautiful. Keep calling yourself back to the experience. Be with every piece of this that you can. Taking one final inhale, hold at the top. Exhale, release, shake everything out. Whatever you need. Flap your knees. All right, we're coming to stillness. You'll find that Gyan Mudra for both hands. Draw up nice and tall. Feel into the length of your spine. Feel into the grounded nature of your pelvic bowl. Find your alignment. Forget about how it looks. Feel into your alignment. And then begin drawing that breath right into that center line. And you can imagine that breath as this beautiful golden light. As you draw it in through your nose, travels down that central channel, that center line, feeding you, nurturing you, healing you. You can imagine that exhale sending that light to every cell in your body so that every cell is nurtured, every cell is touched. Relaxing that jaw. Letting the breath be full and complete, but natural. No forced holds. Just breathe into the body. Beautiful job. Take one final inhale. You're going to hold at the top for just a moment. Exhale fully and completely at the bottom of that exhale. Hold it out. And one more time, draw that energy up from the base. Squeeze that pelvic floor up. Squeeze that belly button up and back. Let that energy rise through the heart. All the way to the third eye, to the crown. And inhale when you need to. Beautiful job. I hope that today is a beautiful day for you. I hope that you carry this idea forward that when moments come across your day that pull you from your center, and then now that we're so aware, we see, oh my gosh, I am not being the center me. I am not being the me that I set out to be this morning. Don't be hard on yourself. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to take a deep breath. Remember your human nervous system and come back into alignment with joy because you forgot and now you remembered who you are. Okay. I love you so much. See you tomorrow.